The Arkansas Northwest Railroad was chartered in 1912 to run an interurban passenger train between Rogers and Bentonville, Arkansas. In Rogers, the railroad operated from a passenger platform located at the intersection of 2nd and Cherry Streets, just west of the Frisco Depot. I believe the platform was located in this lot that is currently owned by the city. We followed the line north up 2nd Street to join up with the Frisco's Bentonville branch, which ran from here to Grove, Oklahoma. When we reach the Frisco Junction, the railroad veers off to the left. Dropping down to ground level, we find an old trestle crossing the creek. This track may have been part of the original Interurban line. Going into the aerial view and zooming out, you will notice this is the location of a Y interchange. In 1914, a brand new 72-foot McKeen motor coach was delivered to the Interurban. This was the only piece of equipment owned by the railroad. Note, McKeen cars could only be operated from one end, so I believe they turned the car here and backed through the town of Rogers to the platform. We head west after departing the Y. This part of the line is currently owned by the Arkansas-Missouri Railroad and serves a major industrial park. The line no longer goes to Bentonville, but now stops at the Bentonville-Rogers city limits. This is the end of track for the Rogers side. There is a little more track left on the Bentonville side, but not much. We'll see it in a minute. As the roadbed goes under the interstate, you can see where the old Frisco Bridge has been torn out and filled in. From this point westward, we do pick up a little more track going west, but not much. As we come to the end of track in Bentonville, we'll jump ahead to the depot. Sadly, from this point to the old Frisco depot has been completely obliterated, and you honestly can't even tell where the tracks ran anymore. The Frisco depot in Bentonville is one of the only remaining railroad structures left in town. From here, the Interurban turned north onto A Street, while the Frisco line itself continued westward into Oklahoma. As you can see from these views, there is absolutely nothing left of either the Frisco or the Arkansas Northwestern trackage that crossed A Street. At Park Springs, just north of Bentonville, Mr. J.D. Sutherland owned a large resort hotel, which was the main reason for the Interurban's existence. There was a turntable and a shop building located here to service the McKeen car. Sadly, Mr. Sutherland was also deeply in debt, and in 1916, the Frisco Railroad ordered the Interurban off its tracks due to non-payment of trackage rights. The railroad was closed, the McKeen car sold, and the rails taken up, bringing an end to an interesting chapter in Arkansas Railroad history. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also support us on Patreon. Links are in the description.